Hi everyone, today I'll be talking about a landmark case in international law, militaries and paramilitary activities in against Nicaragua versus United States. In this case, was a significant moment in the history of international justice, and it took place during a particular intense period of Cold War. For the background, so let's set the scene. In 1979, Nicaragua saw the rise of Sandinista government, which the United States didn't like because it's leftist leaning and tied to the Soviet Union. This led to a lot of friction. The US decided to support a rebel group known as the Contras, who were fighting against the Sandinista government. For Nicaragua's claims, Nicaragua took the issue to International Court of Justice, or ICJ, in 1984. They made several claims. First claim, the violation of sovereignty. They argued that the US violated their national sovereignty by supporting the Contras and conducting military operation within Nicaragua. The second is illegal use of force. According to Nicaragua, the US action were a clear violation to the United Nations Charter, which prohibits the use of force. Third one is unlawful intervention. Nicaragua also claimed that US was unlawful interfering in their domestic affairs. For the US response, the United States responded by challenging ICJ's jurisdiction, meaning that they questioned the court right to hear the case. When ICJ decided it didn't have the right, the US argued that its action was justified as self-defense. They claimed Nicaragua was supporting rebels in nearby El Salvador, which they believed warranted their intervention. For the ICJ judgment in 1986, 2 years after, the ICJ delivered its judgment. Here's what they found. First, jurisdiction. First, they confirmed they had a right to hear the case. Second, use of force and sovereignty. They ruled the US and had indeed violated international law by supporting the Contras and by direct action like mining Nicaragua's harbors. Third one, no justification. The court found no solid evidence that Nicaragua had attacked El Salvador or any other state. So the US didn't claim self-defense. For the consequences, the ICJ ordered the US to pay reparation to Nicaragua. However, the United States didn't comply with this ruling, which highlighted some real issue with enforcing international law. For the significance of this case, despite the US did not following through, the case was still hugely important. It reinforced key principle of international law, like respecting a nation's sovereignty and the prohibition of using force unless absolutely justified. For the conclusion, in the end, Nicaragua's versus United States case stands as a crucial example of how international law is supposed to work. Even if the powerful countries sometimes didn't play by the rule. It is a reminder of the importance of legal norms in maintaining and the role of international courts in uphold these norms. So that's it for the article. Thank you so much.